Grammar and mechanics. This includes sentence structure, punctuation, person, and active versus passive voice. Sentence structure. A sentence makes a statement, a mild command, or asks an indirect question. It includes a subject, a predicate, and appropriate punctuation. Beware of run-on sentences, comma splices, or fragments that will be explained later. Subjects and predicates. A subject is a simple subject, one or more nouns or pronouns. A complete subject is one or more nouns or pronouns plus all modifiers. The predicate, simple predicate, is the verb or actions. Complete predicate adds words to complete the meaning of a verb and can include modifiers. Punctuation. First of all, periods. These are used for statements, mild commands, and indirect questions. Commas, semicolons, and colons. Commas. One of the most used forms of punctuation. It is used to separate main clauses with a coordinating conjunction, items in a series and coordinate adjectives, parts of dates, addresses, place names, long names, signal phrases, and quotations. Set off introductory and/or non-essential elements. Semicolons. These separate main clauses that are not joined with and or but or another coordinating conjunction. They separate main clauses that are related by, however, for example, or similar expression. They separate main clauses or series items, and they do not join a main clause from a dependent clause. Colons. These are mainly a mark of introduction, signals that the words following will amplify or explain. They are used to introduce a concluding explanation, a series, a positive, and a quotation. Conclude a business salutation, separate a title and a subtitle, or to separate divisions in time. Common sentence structure mistakes. Run-on sentences. This is where one or more sentences run into each other and are not separated by punctuation. Comma splices. This happens when two or more main clauses run together, separated only by commas. Fragments. These lack a predicate, a subject, or a subordinate clause. Tense agreement. Tenses of verbs should agree as to past, present, or future. Example of an inconsistent tense would be, immediately after Booth shot Lincoln, Major Rathbone threw himself upon the assassin, but Booth pulls a knife and plunges it into the Major's arm. That is mixing past with present. Revised, it should read, immediately after Booth shot Lincoln, Major Rathbone threw himself upon the assassin, but Booth pulled a knife and plunged it into the Major's arm. Subject-verb agreement. Subject and verb should agree in number. A singular subject uses a singular verb, and a plural subject uses a plural verb. Example, the computer is not working. The computers are not working. Subject-verb agreement. Subject and verb should also agree in person as to first, second, or third. Examples, first person singular, I eat. Plural, we eat. Second person singular, you eat. Plural, you eat. Third person singular, he, she, or it eats, or the birds eat. Or plural, they eat, birds eat. Person, why is it important? Academic writing is generally done in third person, but you have first, second, and third person voice. First person is used to express opinions, may be reliable or unreliable. Using the term we connects readers and invites them along for the conversation. It's appropriate for personal narratives, instructions, commands, and many business communications. Examples of first person are I, me, my, our, us, or we. Second person addresses the reader personally. This can seem condescending or too informal. Examples of second person are you, your, or yours. Third person, the third party author, non-personal, formal. The narrator may be omniscient or limited. The generally accepted form of voice for writing. Examples of third person are he, she, they, them, his, her, their, or any proper noun. Active versus passive voice. The voice of a verb tells the reader whether the subject of the sentence performs an action or is active, or is acted upon, as in passive. Correct usage. Active voice, when the actor is more important than the action they take. Passive voice is when the action is more important than the actor. Identifying when to use active or passive. Active voice is generally preferred academically. It is clearer and more direct than passive voice. Passive voice used when the actor is unknown, unimportant, or less important than the action. If the actor must remain neutral to the action, this happens when the act is offensive or accusatory. Examples. Active voice, she wrote the book. The subject performs the action. Passive voice, the book was written by her. The subject receives the action. Now you may click on the link at the bottom of the page to download a worksheet that will help you understand and remember what you have just learned about grammar and mechanics.